Well, before becoming an entertainment icon, Danny Thomas grew up right here in Toledo.
The star of Make Room for Daddy had a big dream beyond show business that still lives on today. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital remains a shining example of the continued legacy of Danny Thomas. Here's Chris Vickers.
It took your heart and your loving mind and your generous soul to make this fabulous dream come true.
I didn't really appreciate him until I got older, until I understood really what was going on.
You mean your Uncle Janus from Toledo?
Yep. Appreciation of Danny Thomas, founder of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and iconic entertainer, remembered today by his nephew Craig Jacobs.
Well, his whole young life, he was in Toledo.
In Toledo at Woodward High School, he dreamed of becoming a comedian, but earning a living on laughs proved to be a tough deal.
He wanted to be a comedian. So he went from Toledo to Detroit. Detroit, he did not do too well.
Struggling, poor and hopeless in Detroit.
And he made a promise to St. Jude's that if he made it, he would build the hospital.
Raised a Roman Catholic, Danny Thomas made his hopeless plea on a prayer to St. Jude.
There's a relic of St. Jude in this cornerstone. We got special permission to put it in.
To build a hospital like that took money, obviously.
ALSAC, American Lebanese Syrian Associated Charities, then and today, leads the way in fundraising.
You realize that there's so much hope there at St. Jude's. And guess what? Nobody pays. Nobody.
It's inspiring. Here we go.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital's daily budget of over $2 million is supported mainly by generous donors. The care spread across the nation has touched the Warnament family here in Putnam County.
The mission is, obviously never giving up on a child and always utilizing every resource they have to help every single child that is there. And then at the same time helping the parents, the family.
Two of their children, Griffin and Stella, both were diagnosed with Wilms tumor.
It's not too often that there are siblings who have Wilms. So the information that they can learn from them could be the difference in finding a cure for Wilms. But it's information that they share to institutions across the country.
This Sunday, I'm running the New York City Marathon as a St. Jude hero. Months of training on the streets of Toledo and thousands of dollars raised to fight for a cure for childhood cancer.
As long as there's a St. Jude, then that means that there's childhood cancer.
I've had many miles to think about the big dream of Danny Thomas, a boy growing up in Toledo. Since the hospital started in 1962, childhood cancer survival was 20%. Today it's more than 80%. The mission won't stop until no child dies from cancer, a goal Danny Thomas would be happy to see accomplished.
I never thought I would live to see St. Jude Hospital built.
I think he's looking down and going, this worked out. This worked out great. Because all these kids and everything, they're getting cured.
I'm Danny Thomas. I'm asking you to please help give all children a better chance.
Well, you can support meteorologist Chris Vickers in the New York City Marathon on his incredible journey by visiting our website, WTOL.com.
Yeah, you'll find a link to his story as a St. Jude hero and more information on how the hospital really continues to fight for a cure for childhood cancer. We wish Chris the best. This is his first trip to New York City.
His first marathon.
What a way to start running a marathon, right?
And to honor the legacy and help share the story of a family right here in our area. So it is an incredible journey, and we'll all be rooting him on from here in Northwest Ohio. But again, go to our website, WTOL.com, if you want to learn more about what he's doing in this journey.